You have to stop caring about what people think, because if you do, your life will no longer be yours. You wonder why you're so afraid. You wonder why you're so anxious. You wonder why you're so unhappy. But it's because your whole life is a test. You worry about saying the right things. You worry about being the right person for people. But why try to please people when you can please yourself? You could use your energy to like yourself. You can build yourself up through experiences, through self love and compassion, and just practicing positive thoughts, positive affirmations, and just really loving yourself and knowing yourself. And you can care about what you think because you have zero control over what other people think. So why try to influence them? If you were this great person, you were very generous, and you gave out all your money to people. Let's say you was rich and you gave out all your money to people, and you lived in a shack, right? Nobody knew this, but they knew since you were so rich, they thought that you were a snob, and every time they see you, they would curse you, they would spit you, they would spit at you, and they would tell you how bad of a person you were because of how much money you had. Would you believe them? I don't think so. Well, the same analogy can be applied all over life. When you are confident in who you are because you have took the time to love yourself and you practice being you without caring about what people think, you have a solid foundation of who you are. So you don't have to worry about what people think. It really doesn't matter. Let people talk. They're going to talk anyways. If you walk on water, people are going to say it's because you can't swim. And if you swim, they're going to say you can't swim fast enough, right? If you swim slow, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People are always going to talk, and you have to realize and understand where their speech is coming from, where their opinions are coming from. When you judge somebody, you are judging yourself. A lot of the times, we dislike people or we talk about people because they do things that remind them of us. When I see people being lazy, it reminds me of me being lazy, and it makes me uncomfortable. And I feel the urge to say something, but then again, I think, well, sometimes I do that, right? And a lot of times we fall out with people because they remind us too much of ourselves, and it makes us uncomfortable. So what I'm telling you is that most of the time well, really all of the time, if someone is bashing you, it's literally just them looking down into their own insecurities and trying to make you feel worse, trying to pull you down, especially when you're on your right path and you loving yourself and you feeling good about yourself and you have accepted yourself. Because when people talk bad about you and they try to make you feel bad about you, they're not better than you. They're just better at hiding it. They're more ashamed of who they are. They haven't took the shadowy route to go find themselves and accept themselves. They are running from themselves. That's why they want to put you in this pit. And you can't fall for it. Because like I said in the beginning, if you fall for that, you are going to go down the road of living a life that's not yours. And at the end of your life, you're going to think, what did I do for me? And nothing's going to be there. You bought a car because Jamal down the street liked that car, and you wanted Jamal down the street to give you compliments. Whole time you hated the car. You buy clothes and jewelry and different phones and all these things because it's socially more acceptable. Whole time you not happy. You have lived a life that is not yours. Does that sound fulfilling to you? Does that sound fulfilling to you? Your whole life is a test. Always anxious, always nervous. Oh, I wonder what they think about me. I wonder how I look to them. Does it matter? How do you look to you? How do you feel to you? You are with you. When it's time for you to perish, you are the only one going in that casket. Your body is the only one that's going to perish. Your soul lives on forever, but you have wasted a life trying to live it for other people. At the cost of what? Being accepted? It doesn't matter. They're going to talk anyway. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. So why try to please people when you can literally just please yourself? You have to learn to love yourself and be confident in that. Have the courage to be disliked. You think you're going to continue on this path and become the best version of yourself and have everybody like you? I have news for you. In a world full of liars, in a world full of degeneracy, when you choose to tell the truth, when you choose to do better, you're always going to seem crazy. You're always going to seem stupid and snobby and this and that because everybody wants to be the same and no one wants to see you elevate. That's why they always try to pull you down. Every time you go to do something, someone always has something negative to say. That should make you want to do it more. If you put on some clothes and somebody tell, oh, I don't like that outfit, that should make you like it even more because that shows you have identity. You have identity. If the world loves you and always accepts you and you have faced no adversity, you have no haters, you need to find something new because hate is twisted admiration. So someone is talking about you, trying to put you down, bro, that is your cue right there to thank you, man. I appreciate you. But instead, you getting in your own way. You allowing their thoughts to creep in, and now you letting something external poison what's inside of you. And that's not healthy. And then we take the time to judge people also. And that's another thing you have to be careful of. Not only do you have to stop caring about what people think, but you have to stop thinking about other people. Stop caring about other people in the sense of what they doing and all this. Next time you feel like criticizing somebody, just criticize yourself. Everything don't need to be said. Every thought don't have to be exercised. Just work on loving yourself. Spend your energy loving yourself. If all the times you worried about what people cared about and all the times you talked about people, if you put all those times and all that energy into loving yourself, you would be a monster. Full of success, full of happiness, full of life. We all have insecurities. We all do. But you have to accept them and you have to move past them. And you have to understand, no one's perfect. We just here, we doing the best we can. And you got to accept everything you got. And I know it's hard too, especially when the people that talk about you the most are your family. But to say it bluntly, your family is just people, bro. The people who got you here, they just people. They were literally a portal for you to come here. Now, it is, naturally an obligation for them to love us the most. We expect them to be the closest to us, so it is hurtful. But at the end of the day, they're just people. And family is the people that you choose, not your relatives. Relatives just mean y'all share the same blood and genetic identity, right? That don't have to be your family. And that's hard for a lot of people to accept, but that's just the truth. But as long as you have yourself and you know who you are and you have a solid foundation of self, a solid love for self, it don't matter what nobody think. You still gonna proceed. So, work on pleasing yourself. Work on living a life for you. Just start every day asking yourself, what do you like? What do you want to do for you? When you go to buy clothes, stop asking people what they think about them. When you go to do something, stop asking people for validation first. If you want to do it, by all means, just do it. Live your life for you, my friend. And that's all I can ask you. Ask of you. Or, share with you. Just live a life that's fitting for you. Instead of pleasing others, please you. I thank you for a wonderful conversation. And I love you. I'll talk to you soon.